Good morning, Alan Johnson here from Piranha. We're going to answer some questions for you guys today that we get asked all the time about dual battery systems. I guess the first thing is that we get asked is, why does a modern vehicle, and what we mean by a modern vehicle is something made probably in the last 5 years, require a different type of battery controller to what we possibly would have used for the last 20 years prior to that? The answer is very simple. Modern day vehicles have full electronics on them that control everything from the gearbox, the engine management system, in most cases ABS brakes, and in some cases even stability control. An interesting sort of side fact is there's actually more computing power than sent the original Apollo mission to the moon in many of these modern vehicles. That's just the evolution we've seen. Now, unfortunately, the old solutions, things like marine switches and solenoids, are no longer really a relevant solution on modern day cars. And why is that? The computing power that we have in these modern vehicles means that these vehicles are susceptible to damage from things like voltage spikes. A voltage spike or a surge occurs when you parallel batteries together in a charging scenario. It's just like jump starting. Now, obviously, you don't want to damage the computer in your car, you don't want to damage any of the electronics. I mean, even things like GPSs can be affected by surges and spikes. So the answer to that is to try and not create that surge or spike in the first place. So what we use is modern day systems. Now, this system is the first of the modern ones. This type of product was the very first product to have the technology that allowed us to run smart computer systems in our cars with a battery isolation system that was actually compatible and safe. Since then, the technology has developed even further. Now, what's happened is originally we used to have very, very limited choices of batteries. We had basically wet cells in cranking and wet cells in deep cycle. Nowadays we have AGM batteries, which is absorbed glass mat. We have calcium batteries. We have a whole range of wonderful technologies that allow us to charge our batteries more quickly and that give us more capacity, which is all really, really good. However, you then need to use a smarter technology product, something along these lines. These products are driven typically by a microprocessor that enables us to have a full smart charging algorithm built into our battery charging system that allows us to charge those different batteries with the different chemistries and still work effectively. Very, very importantly, the smarter systems cannot damage the electronics on your car. You will not be stranded, you will not be in limp home mode. You can use these products with absolute confidence, knowing that everything is going to be tickety-boo. The last thing, of course, that's very important is, on an older style vehicle, you don't necessarily need this level of technology, but if you do sell that vehicle in a couple of years' time and then upgrade to something a bit newer, this can go with you. The life expectancy in these types of products is typically 15 years or more. So a smart answer with smart technology is a great way to go.